Good morning, good evening,
Morning,
good night,
everybody.
everybody, wherever you are in the world. Welcome once again to another session of Living World of Darkness. This is a scene for the werewolf venue. We open up this scene, like many others, in the middle of the Sept of the Green, this time near the rock next to Olaf and the cubs' respective cabins. At the moment, with her pack being nowhere to be found, perhaps busying themselves with sept or personal duties or drunk in a subway somewhere. There is only Lily Tryggvason, sitting cross-legged on the rock, humming as she twists metal wire around itself, using a pair of needle-nose pliers.
Nicholas will come from the training grounds and hearing some rumors of the kinfolk saying, that Lily's around. He is going to go to that respective area, with the towel slung over his shoulder, with a practice wooden sword, you know, just walking very arrogantly, just like, he had a good, training session a little bit. Just, just very, that douchebaggery walk, like, yeah, I'm the shit. And he kind of makes sure he respectfully approaches Lily when he see her, and say, "Hello, Lily Raya."
She'll glance up from her crafting to give him a quick once-over. Hello there.
I remember. How's this day going? How your day going? Is it going good?
Yeah, I have nothing to complain about.
Hmm?
What about yours? You'll come here
It's
just for
going.
the conversation?
Oh, I come here for the conversation, and you know, it's a nice day, and with a nice day comes, with uh, with something special that should be, something special that should happen. But I come here to, also ask of, you know, I requested for a fine blade made by your hands, which I mean, so thus far you are the finest crafter of items around here. So I made you a cake when I was in a dull-witted state.
Lily kind of raises an eyebrow. Oh, yeah, I remember that request. I was wondering when you were going to come follow up on it. So, I assume you're here to ask for the sword?
Hmm? Oh, of course, splendiferous. Yes, I am, ma'am. Yes, I am.
Lily kind of shrugs. Well, I don't have a sword on myself at the moment. I thought, well, the cake was absolutely lovely, but seeing as you're a cub and you're still learning how things are going, and just to help my brother out a little as the den parent, I thought maybe we could turn this into a lesson.
He start laughing. uh, and what lesson is that, ma'am?
Well, my packmate Dizzy, she's real good at asking people to do things for her. But the one thing that I noticed a skill that she has, she's very good at finding things on her own. Would you say you're good at finding things on your own?
If it best serves my purposes and what I'm finding, then yes, I am. Or if someone of higher ranking tells me to find something, then of course.
Good. And as in a rune, I take it you're probably pretty good with your hands yourself, yeah?
He looks around. I am the best, of
Are you?
course, of course. I haven't seen no one stand in that training ground stay as long as I have.
Well, that's always a good sign. Though I'm not looking at the kind of maneuvers that allow you to beat the shit out of your opponent. More along the lines of, if I make you a sword, sure, it'll serve your purposes for a while, but what if something happens to it? Then you'd be back at square one.
Um, hmm, 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 hmm. Then I'll make sure that I cut my enemy clean in the middle, make sure it's a clean cut, and make sure it don't come out my hands. Easy solution.
Hmm. Planning for success is always a good thing, but you don't want to get caught with your pants down. So, here's the offer I'm going to make you. You can take it or leave it. For, let's see, how long should this take? Not terribly. Until your weapon is crafted, I will take you on like they did in the old days, as an apprentice, and show you how to make your own weapon. That way, if you're ever caught without one, you can quickly rectify the situation yourself. No need to rely on anyone else.
Ah, and you have said the magic words that I've been wanting to hear for quite some time, relying on oneself to get the job done. Yes, I will be happy to take that offer.
Good. I have already arranged plans with Freya Raya. She has been so kind as to allow us to make use of her forge under the conditions we clean it, maintain it, and provide her with additional scrap metal.
Of course, I will be happy to do so. That will be. I, what can I say? I'm speechless.
Well, don't thank me just yet. We don't know whether or not you're going to be good at it. She grins.
Oh, whatever I put my hands on, I'm the best at it. These are my, like the painter have brushes. These are my brushes, and everything around me is my canvas.
Well, at least you're confident. So, first things first. Before you make something, you'll need to find the materials. And you can't just use any materials, they have to be good ones. Considering what I've heard about your stock and my own financial situation, in fact, I do believe we would be beginning with a trip to the junkyard. How good are you at identifying metals?
Not very good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I can learn. I'm a quick learner.
Okay, then I'll show you what to look for.
Yay.
At the moment, I'm a bit tied up with this project right now. But let's say you come contact me in a few days. We'll make a day trip of it.
Oh, that will be splendiferous. I will be most pleased about you know, about this.
Great. Now, do me a favor and go get me the heads of all the training dummies on set.
Alrighty then. I will do that. Uh, he mosey over, gets the heads, screw them off, comes back, takes him a couple minutes. Here you go, Ryle.
She kind of crosses her arms, shakes her head. No, I want you to cut them off. One strike each.
Ooh.
That would
Oh,
be 12 beheadings, no do-overs.
oh,
You'll
okay,
think,
okay. And he runs screws them on. I guess that's gonna cause for some rolls.
She'll just kind of gesture over to one of the swords on the training grounds. We can probably assume there's a couple.
Mhm. So would this be just a hit or strength or something?
Well, assuming the training dummies are humanoid, it would be a called shot for a beheading. That is
Mhm.
a Dex plus melee difficulty 9.
Okay.
Hold on. What's your perception dice?
For me?
Yeah.
2.
Can we say that he concentrates for like 10 seconds and gets 2 additional for perception? I'm just throwing the mechanic out there.
I'd be willing to accept that.
Okay. So. All right. Yeah. So difficulty 9. Okay. One success. Yes.
Lily will just like sit there in judgment. Okay, let's see you do it again. Wave her hand along. Good, good.
Does another one.
That's 3. You got 9 more to go. Make that 8.
He's just smiling while cutting, like, yeah. Oh.
Nope. Move on to the next one.
And you see he just kind of gets a little like, oh, okay.
That, I believe, is a botch.
hmm He just, damn it.
You're letting your confidence get the best of you.
I hit these things all the time. Another one?
Yeah, keep going. Better.
There's another one. Keeps.
When you're fighting for the future, maybe, a fetish weapon is not just a tool that you're using, nor should a normal weapon be. In the case of combat, when it may be life or death, it's an extension of yourself.
No, yeah, I mean, I, I fight with these, to use these blades all the time. I mean,
So, why do you choose the blade when you were born with natural weapons of your own?
well, I mean, I like how swift and precise the blades can be. Your claws can be blade, too, but you know, I like to use my other hand when I stab into, my enemy. Then just, go ahead and just have my claws break across their face one good time. You know, to let them know the fear.
So you say you fight with both claw and with blade.
Yeah. Exactly.
Suppose that's fitting. But
I
in
mean, I was.
noting this, while your blade is a good weapon, and they have been for as long as mankind has stories, don't ever forget the gifts that Gaia gave you.
Oh, how can I forget when I was born with them? I was born a natural. I was born a natural born weapon.
Good. So then I would assume you'd be just as good at this in using your claws and not the sword.
Oh, uh, yeah, this sword. Using a sword. When I use a sword to my opponent. You should feel when the enemy should feel, at peace with themselves. But when I, use my claws, my natural weapons, that's when you start. You'll think twice. The enemy will think twice, and regret everything. You know, because it won't be as clean as simple. It'll be nasty, bloody, all that. Just, just downright good old fashioned Gaia whip ass.
Fair enough. And yeah, she'll sort of sit and watch for a while. Okay then. Was
Probably on the
there
other. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. On the other side of the training grounds, there is a good bit of deal of full punk, full punk, full punk, as if a narrow wooden staff was hitting against padded leather and leather sticks. Full punk, full punk.
Nick. If it isn't Lucas Raya.
Lucas Raya is indeed there. He is currently shirtless for this very, very nice weather. He's got a lean, athletic build, not very, very muscular, but he seems to be swinging that stick around of his very, very legally. Foot back, foot back.
I am quite impressed.
Lily wave over. Hello, Lucas.
Lucas is going to go ahead and take a break from his stick practice and walk over with a staff over his right shoulder. Afternoon, Lily, Nicholas.
I see you've been busy. How's your training going?
Oh, enjoying it. He goes
Good.
ahead and pats the staff. I love this thing. Hasn't steered me wrong yet.
Nothing like a good adrenaline rush in the middle of a beautiful day.
Yeah, yeah. Say, I heard a little story from one of the other like girls. Apparently there was a night out.
Oh, yeah. It was quite the party.
Nicholas humped his
Tell me about it.
shoulders and like, everybody has fun, but without me. Everybody going out, kicking ass, taking names. What about me? Damn it.
In time, young Padawan. You'll be able to do it too.
So yeah, what was so special about this night out? I got like half a story. Actually, got half a story actually.
Okay, well, I'm no scald, but I'll give it a try. The three of us decided to take the new Black Fury. I believe her name is Calls or something similar. Out
Calls the
on
Fury.
a night, yeah, to familiarize her with basically the city, because it takes quite a bit of adjusting for the lupus. So we thought, what better way to do it than to engage in the good old American pastime of bar hopping?
I heard about that.
We went into this one bar out in, oh, see, shit, where was that scene? I think it was,
Insert location here.
I'm going to say Brooklyn for now, and if Lily's wrong, we're going to pretend she said the right thing.
Yay.
Out in Brooklyn. So we make it to this place that just really resonated with me. It reminded me of this old bar back where I come from. The kind of seedy sort of biker bar.
The
Like rows of motorcycles outside, big ugly dudes with missing teeth and leather jackets, that kind of thing. So,
the kind of bar where love can be found beating another man scentless for the dartboard.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We we were more interested in the pole cues, but aside from the point. We walk inside, and Cinna, she gets all of us easy admission by flirting with the man bouncing. So all of us make it inside without a hitch. We go and we get our drinks, which taste like warm piss, just like home. We introduce the lupus to them. She, of course, did not consider it an acceptable beverage, so I kind of drank both of ours. We talked to the bartender a bit, sort of noticed some seedy activity as we walked over to the pool tables. We played a game, and under the guise of teaching each other how to shoot pool, we developed a plan for dealing with some individuals that smelled like the destroyer. Afterwards, we left the bar, rounded back around the alleyway to find a deal going on in the back between the worm-tainted individuals that Cinnamon recognized and some people that we did not. There were 2 cars at the end of the alleyway, and approximately, I want to say just under 10 guys. So, the plan we formulate, myself and Maeve, we basically take on the position of covering the asses of Cinna and Calls, who, in order to protect themselves and the Veil, decided to sneak up in Krynos form. As they were
Sneak up
not,
in Krynos form.
yeah,
That always makes
they were
sense.
not particularly stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
So naturally they were caught. Many of the enemies were gripped with the primal terror of the delirium as they ran and fled while others came at us. I watched Arc 6 along with Maeve, who, as soon as the fight broke out, she assumed lupus form and hid behind a dumpster. As she hid in her wolf form, a car drove by. I heard the yelling of 2 humans talking about a wolf. And I left and assumed our war form to go join in the fray and take care of the worm-tainted individuals. We ended the deal very quickly. As people began leaving the bar, they too were gripped with fear and incoherent. We took many of them out before absconding with the worm-tainted goods. Of course, we did not drive in our war forms. She grins.
Oh, that would have been just silly. I mean, how would have you ever been able to fit into the cab?
You'd have to get creative with it. So we drove. I
I've heard.
contacted Olaf.
Mhm.
Olaf got a cleanup crew from the. I think he smelled like a stargazer kinfolk. So they dissolved the bodies in a vat of acid, Breaking Bad style. Meanwhile, Cinna disposes of the car and the weapons. And that is the end of the mission. I do believe she sent a report out for the official side of things. But that's what I remember.
Coolio. Coolio. Dang, what do you think about all that?
She shrugs. It was a good chance to combat the worm. We got a few things done. And to think we only thought we were going out for drinks.
It's wonderful when you find yourself at the wrong place at the right time to do some wonderful, glorious things.
Well, you know, it works in mysterious ways.
Gaia does indeed. Now, I don't know how close you think we are, but you don't mind if I ask a more like personal question, do you? Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Feel free to go ahead and tell me to fuck off. That it's none of my business. But I noticed at the beginning of the month you, or at least there were rumors about you having a sickness about you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those were true.
Noticed you holding your stomach last time we went ahead and sparred too.
She covers her mouth for a minute. She's kind of covering the slow reddening of her face. Yeah, yeah.
Travis at that time arrives.
We'll look over and wave. Hello, Raya.
Hello. Have you guys seen Blue?
Seen who?
Blue.
No, I don't think I have.
Afternoon, Raya. I believe he last was seen in the Karen, or at least near the Karen Heart.
Thank you. Does he studies here? Anybody know?
Lily kind of shrugs. Haven't managed to cross paths with that one in a while.
He knows. Thank you. Nick, how are you? He looks at Nicholas. Is Nicholas there?
He's
oh
gone.
shit, he left. I'm
He's
sorry.
on.
Sorry.
Okay, just for the sake of it. Where exactly are we at right now?
Training grounds, right?
We're at the training grounds? Okay.
I think so.
Let's just say that Blue just appears out from the woods with his little stick and his trash bag, cleaning up the place like usual.
Hey.
Oh God. Was that Travis calling out to Blue?
Yeah.
When he hears that, his face is going to turn chalk white. If you want to give it a peony, go ahead.
Like I had tons of dice in it.
This one's very clear, so.
1.
Okay. It's very, very clear that he's scared.
You don't have to fear from me. We gotta talk. Come over here.
Yes, sir. And he just walks near Travis.
Were you in the hospital before?
Yes, I was, sir.
Do you know who were with you there?
Only Leo, sir.
You don't have to call me sir. My name is Travis. Are you sure it was only Leah?
Yes.
Thank you. He touches his shoulder, like, like, is it like he means like everything's alright?
Mm-hmm. Well, he's still scared shitless.
I'm not blaming you, don't worry. How's your... Did you talk the thing that I told you about?
What thing?
The thing that we talked in the dojo.
Oh,
See him telling you, like, tell your things to Olaf so he will protect you better?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I did.
Is it better now? I mean, do you feel better?
For now.
He knows. Do you know how many days more you're gonna clean this stuff?
No.
He knows. I should talk it all off soon.
Anything else I can help with?
No, thank you. Great help.
He bows and then goes ahead, keeps picking up trash.
He looks at the others. Probably they were listening. Just checking some stuff. He says with a really dead voice.
There is one success on a peony on Travis. He acting funny?
Pardon?
There's one success on a peony on Travis.
What are you
How's he
looking
doing?
for? He's not good.
Lily'll sort of raise her eyebrows a bit. You excuse me for asking this, but you doing all right, Raya?
I am fine, thank you. It's obviously a lie. He gives a fake
Okay.
smile.
Well, I'm here if you need anything, or if maybe the spirits can help in some way. Don't hesitate to ask.
I won't. At the moment, Kotori and Sinna searching something. I'm waiting for their call. If they don't return in 1 or 2 hours, we will have to go and kick some ass. Black Spiral Dancers.
She nods. Okay, I'll be ready.
He looks at Lucas like, is he saying something?
Nope. He's trying to be as respectfully quiet as possible.
Okay.
He has not been spoken to.
He looks at Lucas like, you are clear now.
He goes ahead and nods. Yes, Raya?
I would like to ask the, as you would know better than me, there's different types of raggy bashes. And I would like to know that what are you good at, what you can do and what you can't do.
My dear Raya, my skills at scouting have been praised by the spirits more than once. My dear
Hmm.
Raya, my knowledge of the streets is not vast, but at least it's basic. My dear Raya, I have cleaned up the veil more than once.
Amazing. We need someone which will clean the streets more in the future, as Emmett is leaving. Do you have some friends in, what was the name of that infrastructure? Do
Lucas
you
goes ahead
have,
and shakes his head.
okay, I'm not gonna roll a peony or something, just nods. Are you in a pack at the moment?
My dear Raya, not yet, but I am actively searching for packmates to gather to myself.
He nods. How is Logan? Didn't see him for a while.
My dear dear Raya, if I can jest, Logan is seen when he wants to be seen.
Yeah. I agree. He didn't want to see. He probably doesn't want to be seen at the moment. Travis nods at them slowly and then see you guys around.
You are.
Blessings of Gaia be upon you.
Then he will leave.
So like I said, you can tell me to go fuck off, it's none of my business.
Uh, well, what exactly are you asking?
What were you sick with?
Um, um, so approximately every month. And she's just gonna leave it at that. Just wait and see if he gets it.
Approximately every month, menstruation. Believe me, I have a few tampons in an emergency bag somewhere.
Yeah, she just kind of nods. Yeah.
So, are you saying that you're expecting?
No, no, no. The opposite. The thing that happens to let you know you're not. Uh, no.
So, all that sickness is just a interesting month.
Yeah, yeah. They get really, really bad. It's a genetic thing, I think. I don't know. We didn't have sex ed in the old sept.
I'm gonna roll a P&E on that one.
Okay.
Specialty will not count, I don't think. Ah, I'm never gonna get a roll like that ever again.
Damn. um, He's telling the truth, and she's extremely uncomfortable talking about her own bodily processes due to the fact that they had subpar sex ed in the old set.
So I'm going to go ahead and take a screen cap of that one.
I mean, at that,
I got
Blue
it.
is just going to take the trash bag off from his belt, put it down, and open his backpack. He is going to pull out a thermos and 3 paper cups, fill them up. He goes to Lily and hands one over, and then goes to Lucas and hands the other one. And then he just steps away a little bit and then sits down.
Thank you. So now that my curiosity is a bit sated, I do apologize for abusing your hospitality on that one.
Oh, that's okay.
Tell me, imagine I'm completely and utterly ignorant about all things that are spiritual and weapons and fetishes. He goes ahead and like plants the staff in front of Lily. What do you think you could do with this thing?
Well, all manner of things, honestly. It depends on what you were looking for. Are you looking to make it sturdier, make it do something special, make it do more damage, make it quicker, make it like, do you have an idea of what you're looking for?
Yeah, that's sort of a good idea. Make it easier to use. Maybe make it a little bit quicker.
Oh, well, casually rolls a thing. I'm gonna say that's probably 3 successes or 2.
Mhm.
Well, if you're looking to make it quicker, we could always establish something similar to the wind drinks that we have, where you ask a wind elemental to make friends with it, and in doing so, make it swifter, quicker, something like that.
Mm.
If you're looking to make it sleeker as a weapon and make it easier to use, you may be looking at an ice elemental, but I will warn you, even extremely experienced Theurges don't quite deal with them casually.
No, I imagine not. Actually, I can't imagine anything at the moment. Okay. What about to make it do more damage to my foes? I can see a situation where I'm just not doing the a right amount of pummeling for the right amount of effort.
To make it do more damage. Off the top of my head, you may be able to do that with a pain spirit. Or perhaps something to harden it even further, like some sort of sturdy stone. You could also, in a more mundane way, fashion some sort of blade on the ends.
I could do that, but what I like about this weapon, what I like about the staff is the ability to control the combat, control how people approach me, move when I need to move, control their movements, and just apply the right amount of lethality when I want to. That's why this thing doesn't have a blade right now.
Blue just raises up his little head just for a second, like he's about to say something, and he just puts his head back down.
That's fair. Then, no, a blade probably won't be a good idea. Although, if you get the correct type of spirit, and I'd have to do some research to find what one. You could have one that, when you choose to call upon it for its help, it creates the blade. So by default, you have no blade, but you can choose whether or not one manifests.
Seems pretty useful. I like the idea of controlling lethality.
No, they're not.
Blue
Luke
just
at this point is going to go ahead and look to Blue, and sort of when he's got his head cocked, just go ahead and gesture. You wish to add something?
Yeah, I mean, right at that point, Blue just enough courage to actually speak. I actually remember my uncle's staff. He had one just like this, but it was a weird one.
What made it so different?
Well, I remember him creating very strong winds with it with just a flick. I've actually seen him dropping other Guru to their feet, but with just a flick, without even hitting them.
Interesting.
He would just hold it up and swoosh it to their general direction and topple over.
That does remind me, Lily. One of my tactics when I fight with a pack is to go ahead and bring an opponent to the ground. Anything like that in your spiritual arsenal?
Well, there are many ways you could bring somebody to the ground. If you wanted to kick up a gust of wind powerful enough to knock them off their feet, Wind Spirit will do it for you. If you want to, say, if you took the staff and slammed it on the ground, create a small earthquake that would knock them off their feet, you could do that with an earth elemental.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. The one thing that I will warn you about, seeing as you're a Cleath at the moment, and I wouldn't want to see anything happen to your favorite weapon. You'll understand the protocols for how powerful fetish is and how they may get rationed out. You may almost wish to save this for a while down the line, so that we know that you are worthy and capable enough of handling something like that, rather than creating the thing and having it put in self-storage for a while.
No, I understand the economy of fetishes a little bit, at least. This is one of the front line steps. Obviously, you want the best theurges and fetish weapon makers to go ahead and give it to the best warriors. An economy is very limited, especially in a place like this where the wild is so constrained.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue. He goes ahead and looks to the Stargazer kinfolk.
Yes, sir.
You've been awfully helpful. Tell me, what burdens you with this task that you're on?
I've just been ordered to do it.
All right. Who gave the order?
Mr. Olaf.
Ah, that makes some sense. What would you wish to have?
What
If I
exactly?
can bring you a small thing, what can I bring you?
He looks kind of confused with the question. He wasn't really expecting something like this. He just thinks to himself for a second. A book.
What kind of book? You giving me free rein for this one? Because I can come back with a child's book about 3 dragons.
I actually need something for basic mathematics or biology.
Textbooks.
Yes.
Yeah, I can fashion you with a few textbooks. Where are you at? Algebra 2, calculus?
I think I'm at the lowest level right now.
I'll start you out with geometry and algebra 1 and see how you take it.
I decided to actually take the test to get into college. So, I think I'm gonna need those.
Oh, congratulations. Well, I should say well wishes on your effort.
Thank you, sir.
I'll bring the books by to Olaf's cabin where you can pick it up, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Lucas goes ahead and looks at Lily. Thank you for your freaking counsel today. I don't know where I would have been if I didn't know what the fuck to do with this thing, he says, holding up the staff.
Hey, no problem at all. But remember, it's an equally good weapon all by itself. It just needs to be in the hands of someone capable. And you're getting there. She grins. I expect to see you mastering that thing in 3 months. She winks.
3 months? I can do that.
Great.
Lucas is going to go ahead and stand up and distance himself away from the two. Now, my particular duty to Gaia, which is to wander around aimlessly and get myself into all amounts of trouble, goes ahead and calls me.
And just before you leave, Blue just gets up on his feet and goes, Mr. Lucas, sir, I'm sorry.
Yes?
Do you still have those flyers for those, tournaments?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and stuff in the books for you.
Not the usual ones, the other ones.
Okay. So, the schedule's kind of changed up a little bit. You don't want the things that are above ground, you want the things that are below ground?
With the current happenings, yes, sir.
Those can definitely be provided to you. Just, if they seem a little bit like bloody or like torn up, just excuse the mess.
Of course.
And with that, he goes ahead and excuses himself and leaves on for the rest of his day.
Well, as Lucas leaves, Blue just turns to Lily and, well, can I be of any service, ma'am?
At the moment, I don't really need anything, but I appreciate the offer. You need help cleaning up here? He kind of gestures to the work Blue's been doing.
No, thank you, ma'am. I'm good. I actually really should get back to it.
Okay, then. And she'll smile over at him and get back to her work. And I would say this is probably a pretty good time to end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watcher, for watching. This has been a scene for Rage Across New York.